we're going to move on and talk a little bit about style. Having the right fit for your clothes, it really can make the world of a difference, and a trip to the tailor may seem effortless, but there are some things that you should know. Thankfully, today here live in studio, we have the experts, Enzo and Alicia Valentino here from Valentino Tailors, and they're going to explain the process of how you should prepare before you go to a tailor, something that people don't often think about, which we're going to get into. But first, let's talk about Valentino Tailors, owned and operated locally. You guys are running a great ship over there. Tell us all about the shop.
Well, we are a family-run business. We've been in business since 1969. We do men's and women's alterations. We sell men's suits, like Ryan's wearing here.
There it is, boom.
We also do custom-made suits and, of course, tuxedo rentals, suit rentals.
And that's so important now. Coming up, and there you are, working your magic there, fixing a pair of pants there, a little tailor. But very important because weddings and prom season is coming up, so this is something very important to keep in mind. What's like the one thing before you actually go to a tailor that you should keep in mind, Alicia?
For the ladies particularly, and Enzo could speak for the men, definitely do some research. If you're, planning your big day, whether it's a special event, a prom, or your wedding, you want to leave enough time to order your gown. A lot of the gowns for prom and wedding are custom made or made to order, made to your size. There are gowns that you can get off the rack, but it's important to find the right size. It's important to have the right undergarments and everything that you'll need to come for your fitting so that we could do the fitting properly.
Let's talk about some of those things that you should bring into Valentino Tailors, of course, or any tailor shop for that matter, but especially them. When somebody walks in, what are some of the things that they should be wearing or should bring when they're getting fitted for something? Because it really can make all the difference, Enzo.
For the guys, shirt, shoes, very important. If you want to see a little bit of shirt cuff under your jacket, it's important you have the shirt with you. Also, to achieve the right break on your pants, it's important to have the right shoe. There's a difference for men, even from a loafer to a lace-up, and for ladies, we know there's a lot of difference from anywhere from a flat to a 4-inch or 5-inch.
Now, for the ladies, I'm sure most ladies watching at home, that kind of makes sense to you, but for the guys watching, like me, when I first walked in and you explained it, I said, wait, why does it make a difference? So it all has to do with the height of your shoe and where the pants break. Right?
Also, a boot is going to be different than a high-top sneaker or a loafer. So it all makes a difference how the pants fall on top of the shoe.
And then, Alicia, how about for the ladies? Of course, we're talking all about heels and Spanx. I know Enzo wears them from time to time, but we don't have to get too into that. Let's
you weren't
talk
supposed
about
to talk about that today.
I'm sorry. Hey, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so it's very important if you come in and for your fitting, especially again if it's a strapless gown or a form-fitting gown, if you aren't sure about the type of undergarments you're going to wear, we won't be able to do the fitting. It makes a big difference. If you're wearing Spanx, if you're wearing a certain kind of undergarment that's going to give you lift, it really makes a difference for how we can fit the gown. From one fitting to the next, the gown may be loose. The next time you come in and wear the right undergarment, it may fit you properly. And the same with the shoes. Often we get brides that want to wear a 4 or 5-inch heel with their wedding gown, and then later want to change into flats or flip-flops, and obviously that's not something that we can really alter the dress for that
makes
big
a
of a
difference.
Right? If there's something closer in between, we might be able to show the bride the difference and get her comfort level, but it's important, it's critical to have your shoes. We cannot do the length or the bustle or the hem of the dress without the shoes and the undergarments.
Real quick, while we have a little bit of time here, let's take a peek at the dress and the tuxedo that you guys have brought here. Tell us about what you did to these specifically. And I know that you sell custom tailor suits, which is really cool for a lot of the male viewers out there.
So there's a lot of different things that that we can do. Most guys want the slimmest silhouette possible these days, so that's something that we sell and that we can alter for you. And if you have a lot of trouble buying off the rack, we can do it made to measure. So there's really no limit to what we can do.
Excellent. And that's the great thing when you guys head on into Valentino Tailors. It is a locally owned business. They're going to help you out. It's not like you're walking into some place where they don't really care about who you are. They get to know you as real people. Very important when dealing with local businesses. So head on over to ValentinoTailors.com. Alicia.
Thank you.
And Enzo, thank you so much for joining us today here on CT Style. And I have to say, you guys look very beautiful and dapper as well.
You as well.
You know how to dress the man. I like it. I like it. Hey.